The all-new Redmi A3 is the cheapest and most affordable entry-level smartphone that will cost you below 100,000 naira for its 3 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage, or below 120,000 naira for its 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage variant. While it might not boast top-of-the-line specs, it does offer a decent package for users looking for a stylish and functional phone without breaking the bank. And in this review, I'll be delving into its key features so you know if it lives up to expectations, whether to buy or spend on something else. Partly adapted from the flagship Xiaomi 14 Ultra for its design concept, the Redmi A3 comes in 3 attractive colors which you can find in lake blue, midnight black and the unique olive green with its leather-like texture, which will actually be the sought-after color variant for those who prefer the most stylish red finish, aside from the all-over-your-face glossy design that's now pretty common these days on smartphones. For me, this right here is the best of them, but let me know which you would like to go for in terms of the design. Flipping over to the right side, you have the volume keys and the side-mounted fingerprint doubling as the power button, which is new for the Redmi's A series, saying good riddance to the backward fingerprint placement. The unlock speed and accuracy works 90%, and it's a relief to see that Xiaomi had finally embraced this convenient placement for their lowest entry-level device fingerprint sensor. Underneath is a microphone and a USB Type-C port, which is another upgrade from the A2 Plus micro USB port, while the top houses a good enough mono speaker grille with an headphone jack. And as usual, the tray for SIM cards with micro SD card support for storage expansion of up to 1TB is on the left side of the plastic frame. Switching over to the front, the Redmi A3 comes with a massive 6.71 inches 720 pixel IPS LCD display with a refresh rate of up to 90 Hz. This I consider a big upgrade, although it still comes with the V-shaped notch and a significant amount of bezels on the screen, especially the chin. We also really can't complain as the display is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3 for durability, which means you are relatively protected from accidental drops or minor scratches, a feature you rarely see for an entry-level device of its price, especially if you were to put the Redmi A3 against the likes of Tecnopop 8, the Smart 8 by Infinix and the Samsung Galaxy A05. In terms of how the display looks, it offers ample screen real estate for your multimedia needs, and the quality here looks fine, although it does have that over-sharpened quality, which is typical for a budget phone. It still looks okay when viewing contents on YouTube, and you can even stretch the display resolution to 1080 pixel, which is cool. In overall, the 90 Hz refresh rate as well as the screen size is definitely a cool factor and also counts as a significant upgrade compared to the A2 Plus from the last year. However, you may struggle seeing contents under direct sunlight as it features max 400 nits of brightness, which is also typical for an entry-level device of its price. Moving on to the performance, the Redmi A3 is powered by the MediaTek Helio G36 processor, which is about a year old, and if you remember, the A2 Plus also came with Helio G36. So there's really no upgrade here. However, this is now paired with up to 4 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, so you won't have any problem running basic tasks. Though it's essential to keep realistic expectations, especially for heavy gaming enthusiasts, since the 12nm chipset in here was meant for entry-level gaming. But when it comes to multitasking, it does perform pretty well. You can have multiple apps in the background and switch in between, partly thanks to the upgraded RAM size in here and the ability to add more RAM using memory extension. I was quite impressed with the battery aspect, which is one of the strongest features of this budget phone. I experienced using it for an entire day and still had some charge left with normal usage, which of course it's a normal phone to say the least. However, one downside is that it comes with a 10-watt charger, so it takes a bit longer to charge the device fully. The Redmi A3 runs on MIUI overlay on top of a trimmed-down version of Android 14, which means you won't be getting full-fledged Android 14 features. As a result, it includes only essential Android features and doesn't have excessive bloatware just like the A2 Plus. Noticeable changes and added features include the dated control center and multi-users feature, which allows you to create second space for use just like you have on the more expensive Redmi devices. Switching over to the camera aspect, nothing has really changed when it comes to the sensors embedded inside this huge circular camera island. The A3, just like the A2 Plus, still have an 8-megapixel main camera accompanied by an auxiliary lens and a flashlight. The selfie camera also shares the same 5-megapixel from what you have on the A2 Plus. The Redmi A3 offers a compelling package for budget-conscious users who prioritize style, battery life, and a clean Android experience. The design is attractive, the performance is decent for everyday tasks, and the massive battery as well as the screen size with that 90Hz refresh rate and the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 is a major selling point which will definitely get a spot as the best-selling smartphone in its category. So will you buy the Redmi A3? Let me know your thoughts via the comment section below. Also like, subscribe, it means a lot here. As always, thanks for watching guys, and I'll talk to you when next I talk to you.